Hello, and welcome to Camera. My name is Raul, and I'll be showing you everything you need to know about using the cameras and the headsets in the studio. Now, let's begin with How-To Video, Camera. To zoom in on your subject, simply press this cradle on the handle here. Pressing the cradle one way will zoom you out. Pressing the cradle the other way will zoom you in. To focus, zoom the camera in on your subject. Don't be scared to zoom in straight on their face. Then, turn this handle left and right to adjust the focus. With your peeking on, your subject may appear to have all these little dots on their face, but that's simply the monitor telling you you're in focus. Once focused, you can then zoom out and frame your shot. When zooming, there are specific terms used with different amounts of zoom. Wide shot, WS, is your establishing shot. It sets the stage for what you're filming. Like if you're doing a show in San Francisco, you'll want to get shots of the large buildings and the Golden Gate Bridge to let your viewers know where the story takes place. A medium shot, MS, captures your subject from just above the waist. Medium close-up, MCU, captures your subject from the chest up. Close-up, CU, captures your subject from around the neck up. Extreme close-up, ECU, captures your subject's ear, nose, eyes, and/or mouth. And remember, don't break a body at the natural body break, the neck, the waist, the knees. When deciding how to frame your shots, always use the rule of thirds. Imagine the frame is divided horizontally and vertically in threes. When shooting your subject, line them up either on the left or the right third, depending which way they're facing. This allows for nose room in front of the speaker. Also, always line up the eyes on the top third. The bottom third of the screen is for your graphics. Here, you tag your guests and provide links to what your subjects may talk about on the show. The pan and tilt controls are amongst the most basic camera movements. A pan shot moves side to side, left to right, a horizontal movement of the camera, and the tripod remains in a fixed position. And a tilt is the same thing, except that instead of moving the camera horizontally, side to side, you instead move the camera up and down. Another kind of movement is a truck, in which the entire tripod moves left and right along a path with you. And a dolly shot, similar to a truck, moves the entire tripod as well, but it moves forward and backward along a path. You have probably seen these types of shots on music award shows where the cameras follow the artist as they move around the stage, going behind them, in front of them, all around, capturing their every movement. The pedestal on the camera can be moved up and down to match the height of the subject at eye level. This is ideal for when doing interview shows. In order to adjust the pedestal, you first have to unlock it from this lock. Give it a couple of turns and it should come unlocked. It will then rise up and be caught by a tiny hook. Press the pedestal down and slide the red gizmo to the side, allowing the pedestal to rise. Then adjust it to your desired height and lock it once again, from the same lock you unlocked it through. Now, to bring it back down, do everything in reverse. First, unlock it so it can come back, press the bar down once it's all the way at the bottom, and then slide the red gizmo and lock it in place. And remember, not to be directly underneath the camera when doing this, as it could come crashing down and injure you. In the monitor screen, you'll find a white square. This is known as your safety area. Anything captured inside it will be recorded on tape. Anything outside of it might not make it in. If you can't really see the monitor, tilt it to where you can by moving it up or down. You can also adjust the brightness and contrast to help you see better. The peaking toggle is used to help focus the camera. When peaking is on and the camera is in focus, the subject's skin will become coarse and dimpled. But don't worry, none of this gets recorded, only you see it in your monitor. There are two tally lights, one inside the monitor for you and one on top of the monitor for the talent. The tally light will allow your camera to tell the talent when it's live. When you see your tally light on, your movement should be very slow and controlled. Another nifty tool is the VTR or return button. You can push this button to see whatever is on the program. The best use of this tool is to compare your shots to the other cameras. If your show is planning to use a teleprompter, it'll play on either or both cameras 1 and 3. The switch is located underneath the front left corner of the unit. Just press the switch and release. The teleprompter computer screen should appear momentarily. The camera people will need to be able to communicate with the director during the show, and we use headsets to accomplish this. This is an XLR cable, which we will use to connect the headset to the audio panel on the back wall, so that the camera operators and the floor director can hear the director's commands from the control room. There are male and female connectors. The male contains the prongs, and the female contains the holes. In order to be able to hear commands from the control room, you must hook up one end of the XLR cable to the headset and the other to the panel. To make things easier for you, plug the female connector into the panel first, as the headset contains both male and female connectors, which can stir up some confusion. Next, connect the other end of the XLR cable to the headset. Don't forget to also connect the headphones to the headset, as you will not be able to hear without them. Once the headset is all set up, the controls are pretty easy. The volume control is at the top, the little dial you can turn. The talk button lets you communicate with one another. Double-clicking it will keep the channel open, and the call button brings up a red light. It usually serves as a visual alert, for the director mostly. And that's all. That's the gist of it. I hope watching this video you've familiarized yourself with your camera equipment. Congrats to you, and good luck on your many shows to come.